today, from San Antonio, Texas, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the San Antonio Dreadnaughts taking on Drew Brees and the Dublin Antlers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Antlers and the San Antonio Dreadnaughts. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this San Antonio team as they enter play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the...
And right away, he lost the football.
O'Shane Zimmerman.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brees. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good for A.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it's good to make it 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Down and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry.
Ito Smith.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 12 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Play action, Breeze. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ryan Connolly.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Dublin.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Breeze pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of 7. 1st down, Dublin.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Dreadnaughts 7, Antlers 0.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's complete, right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dublin's offense now set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Marcel Darius on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 40.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Ito Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Breeze now to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
On 2nd and goal. Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Breeze now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
14. Dreadnaughts 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
Back out comes San Antonio. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. shreds the tackle. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Breeze will try again on second down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Breeze now on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
The score, Antlers 21, Dreadnaughts 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down, Stafford here. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Jalen Richard now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Stafford. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Stafford on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drives 7 plays in length.
28. Dreadnaughts, 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st down.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Here comes Richard on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
Back out comes San Antonio. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Olivier Vernon on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Made the tackle.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and...
Throwing now is Brees.
The 18-yard line.
That's complete to Smith. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd and inches.
To throw is Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Richard on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
They'll take over 1st down.
Back out comes San Antonio. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, it's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Stafford's pass
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On the play. It's third down and
a shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
They'll take over. First down.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And he's got it up and through. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Richard on the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
Back out comes San Antonio. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Out of the gun, Stafford. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete to Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Dublin.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
Breeze.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard
From the gun, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a Dublin 1st down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here we go now with Smith. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 30.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He needed 2. He only got 1. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down at the
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Back out comes San Antonio. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the 50, Stafford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 59.
To throw again, Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing again is Stafford. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, Stafford. letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he'll bang that one through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
Dreadnaughts 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On the ground, this is Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And a Dublin first down. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.